Hello students, a very good morning to one and all. Welcome to the next lecture of online theory class series of subject Novel Drug Delivery System. I am Mrs. Aarti Majumdar, Associate Professor, Department of Pharmaceutics, Smriti College of Pharmaceutical Education, Indore. Dear students, in continuation of our discussion regarding various approaches used for the formulation of controlled release drug delivery system, today we are going to discuss another approach, which is chemically controlled drug delivery systems. In these chemically controlled drug delivery system, the drug delivery rate of drug delivery is dependent upon certain types of chemical reactions. These chemically controlled drug delivery system, these are classified into 4 types. These may be pH activated drug delivery system, they can be hydrolysis activated drug delivery system, they can be chelation activated drug delivery system, and 4, ion activated drug delivery system. So students, let's discuss in detail about pH activated drug delivery system. In this approach of pH activated drug delivery system, this approach utilizes the concept of pH sensitive polymers. pH sensitive polymers may be having a solubility which is pH sensitive. They may be having pH dependent solubility, or the polymer may degrade at some specific pH. Then that concept can be utilized to design controlled drug delivery system. Or sometimes a polymer may be having may show swelling properties at certain pH. So starting with the approach which is pH activated drug delivery system, solubility active pH dependent solubility activated system. In this system, a pH dependent pH sensitive polymer is utilized, which is having pH dependent solubility. This approach is basically used for the drugs which are either acid labile, or they may produce irritation, they may cause irritation to the gastric mucosa. These types of drugs, these are formulated as a tablet, as a core tablet by any of the compression processes. Then after formulation of the core tablet, these tablets are coated with the use of combination of polymer. Combination of polymer in which one polymer is that which is insoluble in the body fluids such as ethyl cellulose, and another polymer which is used is that which solubilizes at intestinal pH. So when a tablet coated with such a combination of polymer is administered, it reaches to the stomach. There is no release of drug. Drug is not released in the stomach because the polymers are insoluble at gastric pH. After gastric emptying, when the tablet reaches to the intestine, we know very well in the stomach pH is less than 4, it is 1 to 3, and after reaching in the intestine, when pH is above 5 to 6, the pH soluble, the basic alkaline, the polymers which is having solubility in the alkaline pH start dissolving and creating a microporous membrane in the tablet coating, thereby releasing the drug at a constant rate. This type of pH dependent solubility or solubility activated approach is used in carbohydrates, which is very irritating to the gastric mucosa. Another approach is polymer degradation activated approach, which again utilizes certain polymers which degrade at a certain specific pH. The polymers that are eroded at a certain specific pH. These pH dependent degradation systems, they utilizes bioerodible pH sensitive polymers along with some enzymes which in presence of particular substrate result in the change in pH, which is further responsible in the degradation or erosion of these polymer, resulting in subsequent drug release. The best example of these degradation dependent drug delivery system is urea responsive drug delivery system. In urea responsive drug delivery system, the drug is uniformly distributed throughout the polymer matrix, which made up of polyvinyl methyl ether, and on the surface of this polymer there is a coating of immobilized urease. When this system is administered in the body at neutral or acidic pH, this polymer show no sign of erosion, or it erodes very slowly with limited release of drug. As such system comes in contact with urea, in presence of urease present on the surface of the drug delivery system, it starts metabolizing urea, resulting in the formation of ammonia, which result in the increase in the pH in the vicinity, so that this increase in pH, it is responsible for the erosion of this polymer. Polymer starts degrading at increased pH, at alkaline pH, and thus resulting in the release of drug from the delivery system. Another approach is swelling dependent drug delivery system. In these swelling dependent drug delivery system, these are based on the principle that most of the polymers may have certain weakly acidic or weakly basic group in their polymer backbone. So, as we know, the weakly acidic group, they have capability to ionize at basic pH. Similarly, weakly basic drugs or weakly basic polymers, they have capability to ionize at an acidic pH. So, these polyacidic or polybasic polymers show swelling or shrinking behavior upon alteration in pH. Thus, drug delivery systems which are formulated by using these types of polymer show pH dependent release of drug. Now, polyacidic polymers are those which are having weakly acidic groups in their polymeric backbone. These polymers, they remain unionized and shrinked condition at acidic pH, that is in stomach. Upon reaching in the intestine, when the pH is increased or it is alkaline, these polyacidic polymers ionizes and swell, enabling the drug to release out of the delivery system. Similarly, polybasic polymers remain ionized and swell at acidic pH, that is in stomach, where they can easily releases the drug which is incorporated in these drug delivery system. But Upon reaching to the intestine, these polybasic polymers, they shrink and unionize. So they do not show any drug release in the intestine. An example of these swelling dependent types of drug delivery system is glucose responsive drug delivery system. In glucose responsive drug delivery system, a polymer membrane containing glucose oxidase. It encloses a reservoir containing insulin. When this drug delivery system comes in contact with glucose, glucose diffuses into the system and glucose oxidase present in the drug delivery system metabolizes glucose into gluconic acid, thereby reducing the pH of the system and thus enabling the polymer to swell. It becomes easier for the insulin to release outside the drug delivery system when the polymer is in swelled state. As the concentration of glucose in the vicinity starts decreasing, the polymer again start contracting and thus hindering the release of glucose, thus limiting the release of insulin outside the drug delivery system. Now students, let's discuss hydrolysis activated drug delivery systems. These hydrolysis activated drug delivery systems utilizes bioerodible and biodegradable polymers such as polylactide, glycolide copolymers, polyorthoesters and polyanhydrides. The release of drug from the polymer matrix in these types of drug delivery system is dependent upon, or it is activated by, the hydrolysis induced degradation of polymer. Thus, the rate of release of drug through these types of drug delivery system is dependent upon the rate of degradation of polymer. An example of this hydrolysis activated drug delivery system is the controlled delivery of leuprolide, which is an anti-cancer drug. The controlled delivery of leuprolide by using polymeric injectable microspheres through subcutaneous route. These microsphere delivers leuprolide for up to 4 months. This leuprolide is used for the treatment of gonadotropin dependent cancers such as prostate cancer and carcinoma of endometriosis. Now, chelation activated drug delivery systems. These chelation activated drug delivery systems are based on the concept that metal ions are having property to accelerate hydrolysis of carboxylate or phosphate esters and amides. When a chelating agent such as quinalidic acid is attached to the polymer chain such as polyvinyl alcohol through an ester or amide linkage, 2 additional benefits are observed. First, premature loss of polymer through renal excretion is reduced. Secondly, the toxicity of the polymer is also reduced. Apart from this, in presence of metal ions such as cobalt, zinc, copper, a complex is formed with the polymer attached chelating agent followed by the accelerated hydrolysis and then subsequent elimination of the metal chelate. This concept is used in the treatment of metal ion poisoning in case of heavy metal poisoning. Now, coming to the next type of chemically controlled drug delivery system, that is ion-activated drug delivery system. These ion-activated drug delivery system, they are based on the concept that in gastrointestinal tract, a relatively constant concentration of ions, hydronium ion and chloride ions are present. So these ion-activated drug delivery systems are used for controlling the delivery of ionized drug which exists in ionized state, or the drugs which are easily ionizable. Now, these ion-activated drug delivery system utilizes the use of ion exchange resins. Ion exchange resin can be a cation exchange resin, or it can be an anion exchange resin. These ion exchange resin are formed by copolymerization reaction of divinyl benzene molecule and styrene molecule. Initially, this copolymerization results in the formation of linear chain of polystyrene, followed by formation of three-dimensional network of polystyrene divinyl benzene styrene copolymer. Now, after formation of divinyl benzene and styrene copolymer, if this copolymer is treated, is made to react with sulfuric acid, then it results in the introduction of sulfonyl group at the various benzene molecule in the three-dimensional network. This results in the formation of a cation exchange resin. This cation exchange resin is so called because it can be easily complex with the drug. If this hydronium with the cationic drugs, when this hydronium ion can be easily exchanged with the cationic drug. If this kind of ion exchange resin is used and the drug, a cationic drug, is complex with a cation exchange resin, it results in the formation of an activated drug delivery system. When such delivery system in which the drug is complex in the cation exchange resin is administered into the body, upon reaching in the stomach, where this hydronium ion present, it exchanges this drug molecule from this cation exchanger, and this drug molecule, cationic drug molecule, is released. Similarly, in case of anion exchange resin, divinyl benzene and styrene copolymer, it is treated, it is chloromethylated and then followed by reaction with the tertiary amine. This results in the insertion of trimethyl ammonium group to the various benzene rings present in the three-dimensional structure of this copolymer, resulting in the formation of anion exchange resin. These anion exchange resin, when complex with a drug molecule, anionic drug, when it is administered, upon reaching in the GIT where chloride ion is present, it can be easily exchanged. It can be easily exchanged with drug molecule and drug is released. And this again, it results in the formation of anion exchange resin. So this is the mechanism of drug delivery through the anion activated drug delivery system. So students, today we have completed our discussion on various types of chemically controlled drug delivery system, which are of 4 types: pH activated drug delivery system, hydrolysis activated drug delivery system, chelation activated drug delivery system, and ion activated drug delivery system. Thank you.